Another fine day here in the QC, and I'm so glad to see it. I hope everyone is well and are able to get out and enjoy this day that the Most High has given us. I hope you're able to get out and get some sunshine, fresh air, and some exercise. If the sunshine and fresh air are in your neck of the woods. Here it's been raining the last couple of days with spots of sunshine, so I've been able to get out and get my exercise on thanks to the Most High. We've had them breaks. And see, that's what happens when you're in tune with Him. He'll let you know exactly when to get out and go get it. Every once and again, I get a little rain or get caught in the rain, and I believe that's to see where my tenacity is. If I'm going to continue through what I say I'm going to do, even through adversity. And that's a great segue into my thought for today, which is, if my people who are called by my name, and that's it, if my people who are called by my name. And of course we all know the script out of 2 Chronicles, and it's going across the screen now. The Most High was giving me a lesson this morning about that script. He was like, if my people, and see, my people is a certain group of folks. We have to set that straight first and foremost. His people are a group of people. And who is that group of people? The very next sentence tells us, who are called by His name. And we can go into all the different kind of ways we're called by His name. But the lesson of thought He was giving me this morning is those that's called in this season, for His purposes. And it is a certain group of people who have been called out or woke up first to help wake other folks. The remnant sent to the people. And see, this is where I'm coming from. And He's addressing this to us today. His remnant folk. And we always want to say we're going to be kings and queens, or we are kings and queens in the Most High's kingdom. Well, first we got to prove we're king and queen materials. Or king and queen materials. And that's by heeding the call that He puts out. And see, a lot of us can't even get past the first request or the first demand. So there's 4 of them. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves. See, a lot of us are too full of pride to humble down. And the meaning of humble is going across the screen now. We don't want to humble down to nobody. We don't want to be accountable to nobody. We don't want to be, obligated to no one. Even the Most High. We don't want to be obligated to Him even after He saved our lives. Even after He snatched us out the fires of hell, we still don't want to humble down. And the next one is turn. And I may be getting these out of the exact order the script says, but it's just as well. We have to humble ourselves and turn from our wicked ways. And the meaning for turn is going across the screen now. And see, I'm a big person on what these words mean that the Most High put in His scripts, because they all have not only meaning but a purpose to why He uses it. And if He's given us the command to do these things, then we need to know what we need to be doing. But turn means to do a whole switcheroo. That means you're getting away from what you was at, where you was at. You're turning all the way around. I think it's 180-degree turn. 360 is all the way around, but what we're trying to do is do a 180-degree turn away from our wickedness, away from sin. And just like I hear teachers say, well, one teacher in particular, he said, if you're done with sin, the Hasatan don't got nothing on you. He can't do nothing to you. And we have to get to the place where we're done with sin, where we're no longer enticed by our old passions and old lusts. Because that's the only way we're turned away by our lusts and passions. We're drawn away from the truth of the word and running to our lusts and passions, which is sin, which end up in sin, which ends up in death. But the next one was pray. No. Turn. Humble. Turn. Well, we'll go with pray. We all know what pray means. Pray means to seek. That's it. The next one was seek. And to seek means you're looking for something with all your heart. Something that is lost. And of course the meaning is going across the screen now. But see, what I get out of that is we need to seek for something we never had before, we never seen before, we never put in our hand before. And to me, that's the salvation of our people. See, I think a lot of us are too selfish, which goes back to that first word, not humble. We're too selfish to think about anybody else but our own selves and our own family. But that's a sad place to be, because what we put before the Most High, He will take from us. And we don't want the Most High taking our family members from us, because we won't humble down and pray and seek His face and turn from our wicked ways, so they will do likewise. See, that's where a lot of us are right now today. We want to call ourselves Christians, good Christian folk, but we don't want to follow what the word says to do. We want to be hypocrites. And see, that's why loved ones and family members won't have nothing to do with the Most High. Their stomachs are turned when they hear you say anything about them, because they know your secrets. See, they know your true secret place. They know your secret closet that you try to hide from everybody else. But see, them ones closest to us, they know. They be like, no, you ain't right. You ain't right. So when you tell them you having something at the church, they like, no, I don't want to go. Because first I can't get past you, let alone what your pastor and them doing. But yeah, back to my point. And the last one was pray. And how many of us know that there's power in prayer? And if you don't, I'm telling you right now, there's power in prayer. And see, what the Most High is saying in this text is that He wants corporate prayer. He didn't say if my preacher or if my servant. He said if my people. That means He needs all of us who are called for this particular time to pray. And to pray that corporate prayer. And what is this corporate prayer? Heal the land. Heal the land. And see, healing the land does not mean a physical land. It's his people. It's the people of the Most High. He wants to save, he wants to heal, he wants to deliver. But he needs someone to save, heal, and deliver through. And that's us if we would allow him to. And just like that text says, if my people. We're having a hard time right now with the ones he's called. Because the ones he's called are too hard-headed, they're too proudful. They're too stuck up on themselves, like I was. You see, I can't say anything without first checking me. Because that's what this word did with me, it checked me. See, the Most High is given opportunity. He's ready to do his thing. He's ready to come and punish these folks that's been treating his people wrong. He's ready to come and usher us on into the wilderness and then therefore on into the kingdom. But we're not ready. We are a group of hard-headed people who refuse to humble ourselves, turn to the Most High, seek his face, and seek his deliverance. See, that's another thing. When we pray, we have to expect that we're going to get what we're praying for. Like the text says, know that there is a God, or Elohim. Know that there is the Most High that you're praying to, and that you're going to get what you're praying for. We cannot expect the Most High to move if we're not expecting him to move. That's part of our faith. We have to show him we believe in him. And how do we do that? By doing what he tells us to do daily. Not just Wednesdays and Sundays, or Wednesdays and Saturdays, or Tuesdays and Saturdays, whenever you have your Bible study and your church service. But I'm whooping this horse to death again. It's already dead. Let me get out and get my walk on, then my ride. So long. And as I was making my rounds, I was thinking about that very small word in the beginning of that script. But it's the most powerful one in the whole script. And it's the word if. See, even in this most serious times, the Most High is not overstepping his bounds, which means he's not out of pocket like most of us are these days. And what I mean by that is he's not gonna go past that free will. And it's so sad that we even have to be talking about this today, as I even think about it. Because as a serious time as it is, and with so many people's lives at stake right now, today, in this moment, most of the Most High's children, or called ones, are out of pocket. And they are selfishly thinking about just themselves. Pardon all this spitting. But anywho, I guess the question is, and the thought of encouragement today is, are you really called? pardon me. And why I say that is, your actions sure don't say so. There's an old song, I guess from the 90s or 80s. They say, act like what you say. I don't remember the whole hook, but that's enough. If you such and such a, then act like what you say. And as soon as I stop recording, the whole song will come back to me, I know. But that's the point of what I'm trying to say anyway. Act like what you say. So them family members and loved ones can say, okay, that joker real there. He doing what he say he gonna do. Even though it's hurting him. Even though it don't seem to be pushing him forward or pushing him ahead in this life. He's looking mighty crazy. But I can see his life is changing. He don't do them things he used to do. Which mostly, he ain't no shyster no more. And see, I have to speak from a personal reference. But I'm quite sure my family members be looking and waiting. Okay, when is the okie doke gonna come? I know it's coming. That's just who Bob is. But no, not no more. It's not coming. You see, what you're seeing is what you're getting. A total 180. A total switcheroo. And see, that's what this world is waiting for. Folks to do what they say they're gonna do. Because we can preach all day long. We can preach the Bible all day long, which it's been preached to us for the last 400 years. But what has it done? It was used to hold us in slavery, even after they said they freed us. Because how many of us know you don't have to have the physical body entangled in chains and handcuffs and even in prison? But if you can work that mind well enough to hold folks in bondage, then you got them. They're still enslaved. And that's what we find ourselves today. But back to that most important most important word. And usually those small words are the one that get you. They're usually the ones with more, or should I say the most power. If. And see, what I'm learning is it's hard to turn from our wickedness when we're selfish. We don't want to humble down and say, okay, I'm not going to do that no more. Even though I believe I might can get away with it one or two more times. I got my nephew watching me and my little cousin, and they know I'm in this Hebrew belief now, or they know that I claim to be a Christian, but they know I'm not actually walking it out, because they know my secrets. So even though I warn them and tell them about the truth, that in itself is not going to keep the blood guilt off my hands. The blood off my hands, or the guilt in my heart, and the guilty verdict that the Most High will pass down upon your life. And see, this is a word my mother raised us on. And I'm going to take it personally. She said, Bob, when you know better, you do better. And you know better. And right after that, I was usually getting slapped with a switch. But it made me a better man. And see, where we're at now is the Most High is pulling out his switch for his people first. And that's why we're seeing all this judgment coming down on the house of Israel and the Most High's house. And those that claim to be his house. But when we know better, we do better. And I said a whole lot in that mouthful, but I didn't ever get to the word of encouragement, which is pray. Simple and plain, pray. And see, as I like to say, and I said a few minutes ago, when we pray, expect the answer. And as I'm learning, the answer is going to be in the order, in a form of an order. Do this, do that. And most of the time it's stop doing this, or stop doing that. And see, what I want to remind us about the Most High, he's not going to tell you to do something you can't do. And furthermore, he's not going to tell you to stop doing something that he don't give you something in that thing's place to do. So he'll say, stop drinking hard liquor. But what I want you to do in that place is drink more water. Stop smoking weed. And what I want you to do in that place is go take a walk and come talk to me. Put me in that place. And the hardest thing that I had to quit was cigarettes. And I sure enough had to listen to what he told me to do. Because with that, it wasn't always the same thing. And it couldn't have been, because it was so hard. We had to fill that space with different things. And I meant to mention, I do have these hoodies available and the t-shirts available. And the information is going across the screen now. And I would ask you to support a brother on this venture. I don't like asking people for help, period. or asking people for donations or nothing like that, because I do work for the Most High. He do provide for me. But I think it's a good thing to not only remind us of who we are and where we should remain, but also it helps to remind other people of who they are and the place they should remain in, which is the secret place. All right, stay up, keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom. Stay there. Don't you move. Hold it.